The new treasure hunting event isn't exactly the most intuitive event Evony has ever released, so I'm guessing that this video will be helpful to more than a few people. I've had many reports of issues with the event, such as scores not updating or being stuck at certain points. Sometimes restarting the game fixes the issue, but there are a few people that I know of that reached a certain score and then became stuck at that score permanently. Hopefully those issues are resolved in the future. The main objective of this event is to increase your score by sending troops to Pyramid Ruins. While in the ruins, your troops will gather a bit of resources, but more importantly, they will also find treasure. Before you get too excited, you do not get to keep any treasure. These are not items that will go to your inventory. Instead, they are just placeholders for different amounts of points. When your troops return home from the ruins, you will be awarded points determined by the collected treasures. Exploring these ruins earns score for yourself and your alliance. On the event introduction page, you can click the text that says Monarch Ranking Rewards to open the very well hidden reward information page. The first tab will show you the rewards for the top 10 personal scores on the server. The next tab shows the rewards that will be sent out to the top 10 alliances. The final tab shows the personal and alliance score thresholds for obtaining the Monarch and Alliance score chests. As you progress in personal score, you will receive personal reward chests at 5, 40, 85, 125, 165, 200, 300, 400, and 500 million score. After this, you no longer receive Monarch score chests, but you can continue to rack up points if you are trying for one of the top 10 placements that give much greater rewards. Similarly, you can gain Alliance score chests at 150, 200, 300, 500 million, and a final one at 1 billion Alliance score. Are the rewards worth the effort of actively exploring these ruins? Yes. The rewards for the chest can be seen by clicking the chest icons. The 500 million personal score chest gives 40,000 gems, 280 senior resource chests, 34 8-hour healing speed ups, 15 treasure boxes, 260 refining stones, and 30 soul crystals. That's just one box. Add up all the chests on the way to 500 million and you've received a significant amount of rewards. The Alliance score rewards are much less exciting, but that's to be expected. Someone that didn't participate at all will still get these rewards if their Alliance reaches these thresholds, so they can't be made too good. Now, even though the rewards make them worthwhile, that doesn't mean that the event is any fun. It's tedious and boring. The difficulty in finding these ruins makes me wonder if this event was meant to be punitive. I know I certainly feel like I'm being punished by participating. In fact, I'm quite convinced that they make this event feel so awful to compete in that players choose to spend money in the game to obtain Pharaoh treasure maps from the $100 pack, which give much easier points. I mean, that's exactly how the Barbarian event works, so it's not too surprising. The worst thing is that you aren't even guaranteed to get a Pharaoh treasure map in your $100 pack. If you do get it, you'll be able to use the map to unlock the coordinates for a level 6 pyramid. The good news is that most players don't need to shoot for the top. The event lasts for 10 days, so if you average about 50 million points per day, you'll reach the maximum personal score of 500 million before the end of the event. That will get you all the rewards you can obtain aside from the top 10 rankings, which will ease the painful memories of having hunted for treasure in this event. Here are a few additional things to know about the ruins. Pyramid ruins appear randomly on the map and will disappear after a few hours. That's not really a problem though, it takes less than 30 minutes to clear them. Ruins range from level 1 to level 5. All levels reward you with treasures for score. The big difference between each level is the amount of points that can be earned. Lower level relics have less rewarding treasures than higher relics. For example, the highest most rewarding treasure from level 1 ruins is worth 30,000 points, while the best treasure in level 5 ruins are worth 10 million points. When you click on Pyramid Ruins, There are icons that show which treasures can be collected and how many points each treasure is worth. There will also be a counter called exploration points that increases as you explore. Once it reaches the capacity, the ruins will disappear and your troops will be sent home with whatever treasures they have collected. Each ruin level has an increased amount of exploration points available, meaning that you can explore it for longer. Multiple people from your alliance can be in a relic at any one time. This is both a good and a bad thing. It's good because alliances can work together to clear ruins and get points. It's bad because the capacity of the ruins does not increase per person in the ruin. Clearing pyramid ruins by yourself will get you far more points than clearing it with alliance members because you will have done more exploration individually. I'd really like to see ruins change to have capacities tied to each monarch so that alliances that control the ruin can have many people clear it out before it disappears. Be warned that just like tiles and relics, enemies could potentially attack your pyramid ruins. It's up to each server to set up rules for the event. On our own server, Barbarian Invasion is considered a PvP event and you can attack other players that have their troops in a barbarian city. However, our server views this event in the same way as tiles and relics, which means once it has been claimed by a player, you are not permitted to attack the ruins. Here's a quick tip. If you are going to be scanning for relics, you should know that they are extremely difficult to find. It's much easier to find ruins either by using the PC version of Evony or by playing Evony in landscape mode. You can check out the video called Use Screen Rotation to improve your gameplay if you want to know more about playing in landscape mode on your phone or tablet. It's super handy for scanning for ruins and bosses, but like most customizations, you won't be able to do this on Apple products. Sorry iPhone users, Apple really limits what you can do. If you have a PC, you can try out the Evony PC game they launched just a while back. Hopefully that clears up some of the questions out there about this event. Good luck in your quest to score 500 million points. Thank you so much for watching this video and supporting the channel. If you liked what you saw, please consider hitting the like button and checking out other videos on the Miser's Guide to Evony. I'll see you in the next video.